I've got quite a few people calling in here. 510, you're up. What's your name, comment, and or question?
Hey, Benjamin, it's Bobby.
Bobby, what's going on, my dude?
I just want to push back a little bit on the Bernie rebuttal.
Mm-hmm.
I think he did what he needed to do because that hatchet job that they did against him, they misquoted him. They took things out of context. The way they that was a complete hatchet job, almost to the point of something I've never, ever seen before. Like for example, they're asking him about Treasury. Does Treasury have power to do this and that? And he's like, yeah, Treasury has power.
Yeah.
They're like, well,
yeah, Bobby, but that was
the Fed have the power.
Bobby, that was the New York Daily. Yeah. That was the New York Daily News who misquoted him. Hillary Clinton, she did capitalize on it, right? She did capitalize it. She did run with it, but he directed that towards Hillary Clinton. And I can't let him. You have to be smarter.
No, that's
not
my point. That's not my point.
Right,
my point is, and then the Sandy Hook thing. The Sandy Hook thing was brutal. What he did was he threw something out there. He almost was like a squirrel. Squirrel, look over there. He diverted all that attention and he changed the narrative. He had to do something dramatic because the echo chamber was killing him. Going from 29 newspapers were echoing off the Daily News. He had to divert the entire news cycle, and he did it. Think about that for a second. And he would have to say something so extreme and so out of left field to divert the news cycle, right? That's what he did. That's what he accomplished. When I saw that too, I was like, whoa, wait a minute, Bernie. I think this might even be, that quote, you've never heard that before in a race, but it did what it needed to do. It accomplished what it did, and it changed the news cycle.
I have to disagree with you on that. I mean, it did change the news cycle, but it didn't change it for the better. I'm not interested in making, if you have one bad news day, you don't turn it into two bad news days. So.
But that's the thing though, that they're out to kill him. Every single one of these papers is owned by a multi-billionaire. Mm-hmm. If he raises taxes on them, they're done.
Oh, no doubt to that. No doubt to that.
They're not trying to make him give him a good news day. The only thing that they're going to cover him on is if he can give them ratings, right? That's the one thing that might override the owner's personal preference. But if he can drop ratings out there and pull a Trump on the media, then we're talking.
I got it, Bobby. I appreciate it. I still stand by this. You don't turn one bad news day into two bad news days. They are, you don't give your enemy the weapon to kill you with. All right. You just don't do that. Did he change the news cycle? Yeah. But the only thing, listen, let's just talk raw politics. No morality, right? No moral compass. Let's just talk raw politics. The only thing that saved Bernie Sanders from a full 48 hours, 72 hours, all through the weekend of horrible news cycles was Bill Clinton coming on the scene and saying something so ridiculous that people have pretty much forgot about last night. That's the only thing. Otherwise, right now, today, they would be destroying him even more than they try to destroy him regularly, right? You have the normal level of destruction, and then you have overdrive. They were kicking into overdrive right there.